pointers will get us started. Let's play pickleball. We got we're gonna have a do-over here, as we're gonna just settle down the video board. We just saw a great look at Jack Sock screaming, so that was fun. All right, here we go. Ooh, just wide on that. So what do you expect to see from Jack here?
Well, I expect him to go a little bit crazy. That's what I expect, and take a lot of court, and I know that Catherine wants him to do that.
Oh, and that catches the corner pocket. My goodness, Ben.
Yes, it does. And one thing for Jack Sock, we have to monitor how much he runs around that backhand, because he'll be less of a presence in the middle when he does do that. Yeah, and Athena Trujillo, Catherine's partner and coach, was letting Jack Sock know, be aggressive. Yes. Do your thing out there. Catherine can handle the pump fake. She can put the ball in play. She can do her thing. Play your game.
And the fear hand is out in full force early here today.
Yeah, some of those forehands while moving forward are just world class in a very young portion of this man's career.
And I was surprised they actually returned a bunch of balls to Jack here. We'll see if Catherine becomes their key target going forward, just to get that forehand out of play. Oh man, Jack it was too juicy there.
She was engaged, and so she kind of stuck that two-hander over there in the way. Great starting of the fire from Catherine Parenteau, though.
Just wide on that, and I love the aggressiveness, and that's the only way to win here.
I think a couple weeks ago he might have let one or two of those let them go to Catherine.
Yeah.
He took all of them in the middle.
Wow. I believe the answer on that one was that's not going to work.
I read some lips as well, Dave. Yeah. That's not going to work.
That is not going to work, AL.
2-1-1.
Oh, my. We had a Burt retrieval, but what Jack's got to learn is no one move. I mean, Anna Lee has played more with Catherine knew exactly what was happening there.
Yeah, and he's sorry, because he could feel her breath right behind him. And interesting to note there, the side spin serve trying to force Anna Lee into trouble unwinding the stack, and she did have an awkward first volley, even though she made it.
Yeah, and just roped fifth drive on the two-handed backhand from Sock in the last rally.
And my goodness, that is not deception. She just went for it, very similar to last night with Gabe Tardio. I have no doubt she watched that match, so very much something to monitor.
Anna Lee on the left, she's going to want to do something special. Never got the chance.
Man, it's just such a luxury to take one slide step over and be able to cover right in front of Catherine. Jack Sock commanding the kitchen early on.
Oh, mamacita.
Yeah, and not a poor counter from Anna Lee Waters, but that is absolutely the combination that Jack Sock is looking for.
Yeah, and that's the tennis players have to learn that it's not the first one, it's the follow-up, and just missed that chance. Catherine ducking for cover. Oh, my.
Slide out.
Yeah, he shook his head a little bit on that one after a big third and fifth drive. Went with the
1-2-1.
transition lob.
It is the year of the lob, but that is we'll just go with interesting.
Second serve.
And more head shaking from Mr. Sock. And she tried one line and tried one middle, and that's 0 for 2.
1-2-2.
Yeah, and that's definitely something that we'll have to keep an eye on, because those two have been lined up in front of each other probably 40 or 50 times, Catherine Parenteau and Ben Johns.
And again, on the left side, never got to do anything, so that's 0 for 2 when she went over there on the poach, but the first volley was so good, Adam. So here we go, tied at 2.
2-2-1.
Again, this is just the quarterfinal. We haven't messed up and fast forwarded to Sunday.
Second serve.
Rare midcourt miss from CP.
Yeah. And I think she's just trying to understand what ball is really going to come get all the way to my paddle.
Because it's already a different Jack than what I've seen in mixed, like I said, a couple weeks ago.
2-2-2.
Very aggressive, per their game plan. Best firefighter, even when she starts the fire there, got out of it.
Yeah, and it's such an awkward paddle position, too. Like, her paddle head control is just so unbelievable to me. Awkward spots, off balance. It still goes in the kitchen.
Point.
Great drop from Catherine, and forget about it after that.
And you know, maybe some slight carryover. Hasn't been the crispest Ben Johns. I know it's very, very early, but...
Oh, my goodness.
Point.
Anna Lee Waters is calling timeout now. That was...
Yeah, I know there's a lot of players just... I know it's not even close to happening, but wanting Colin John's career to be over as a player so he can coach them up.
Yes, yes, please.
2-5-1.
Yeah, we had some friends from a large station in Japan here, and CJ and I just did a little clinic with those folks, and the knowledge just coming from that man is it's worth every penny. It's just not available.
That's a great play. One clean winner back behind Jack Sock early, and this time a nice little 3-shot combination for Ben Johns.
Yeah, and a lot of the time it sounds like it's the female's job to put it back there, but the guy's got to do it as well. It's well done from Ben.
Yeah, and Ben gave a great interview at a previous tournament, just talking about the responsibility of a male player in mixed doubles. And you have to go at them some because they're moving and they're trying to cover a lot of court. So if you don't take a shot at them occasionally, you're making a mistake.
Cobra is out. And the Cobra sets up an ATP opportunity, but guess who's there? Again, just CP.
Yep, big drive from Jack, 2 downy soft shots, and then a nice inside out. Showed it all on that point.
what he wanted there, just pushed it deep.
A nice little left shoulder tuck
Yes.
from Ben Johns, too. Just enough, as it might have made contact if he wasn't able to do so. Yeah, it's just a perfect spot. I honestly don't know whose ball that was between Jack and Catherine. Ben's so good at that shot. Back behind Jack, cross court into Catherine, and of course what we just saw right up the middle.
That ball is going to land in the stands if it doesn't hit Ben's paddle, but he just couldn't get it out of the way. And that's the go for it on 4th down mentality right there.
And when you earn it, you take time away. So even the best player in the world unable to pull the paddle back.
3-6-2. Point.
I mean, degree of difficulty very high, but that would have worked having Annalie go for the Ernie.
We'll stop, but that was 4th and 32. Let's punt the ball.
Yeah, right halfway up the net for Catherine on the return. She'll get it cleaned up.
5-6-2.
I think they were expecting that to go to Jack's paddle.
Yeah, I know, and phenomenal job by Catherine. Inside out to the forehand of Annalie Waters.
And this will be interesting with this team because Catherine's drops are so good in the presence of Jack. That's a hard ball to make a lot of time. They get a miss there. We'll keep an eye on that as well.
Too good from Annalie. But yeah, the pressure, you're right. It's the blend of size and athleticism and footwork. It's a big presence, and he might not hit a winner, but you might make an error because of it.
That's the one, absolutely.
Side out.
Yeah, a couple really crisp first volleys, the last handful of points.
5-7-1.
Just late on that one and stuck another. I mean, happened on one side, there it goes on the other. That's a great volley from CP. Surprise.
Yeah, right at the right hip. Nice job with that incredible wrist flexion on the backhand side from Ben Johns.
Ooh, and that sails deep. And if you want to learn how to hit that, he put it out there on his YouTube page. He didn't give you all the tricks. He gave you like 1/10 of them, but it's there if you want to hit that one-handed backhand roll.
Yeah, good luck.
Yeah. Oh, finesse from Sock. There she is again. Play on. Whoa! And look at Jack's reaction to his own speed up with the two-handed backhand.
Very proud of himself. Yes. He really was. And if you're going to jam up Annalie Waters, maybe you should be, because we don't see that too often.
It's because she's like, what is he doing? Pull the trigger on that side of his body. Come on.
Yeah, it's
same guy.
Yeah, I've only been on court with him once, but it's stressful.
Oh, it is.
You just don't know what's going to happen.
7-7-2.
That's a great counter from Catherine to set that up.
Got that elbow up to get on top of the ball and put it down at Ben's feet. Really good.
Folks, do your stretching off court days. I mean, that's unbelievable.
8-7-2.
I was looking for the comparison, and it's like that Matt Wright. When they get that elbow up and get the back.
We saw Etta Wright and Pablo Tejas get right to the door in our last tournament, but couldn't slam it shut. We'll see if CP and Jack are the team to do it.
I mean, Jack could be a door slammer. We don't know. He hasn't been in the spot too many times. We'll have to see how he reacts to it. But like I said, I like what I'm seeing.
Sock jumps in front of Catherine, sets himself up. My goodness.
Did I say wrist flexion earlier? That man's wrist is unreal.
10-7-2.
Game point for the 7th seed. Oh boy, one square up from don't fear that fear hand. My goodness. Wow, he's laughing at himself there.
7-10-1.
All right, can they dig out? This is what happens. Good lead from Cap there. A little help off the tape there, and the Cobra, the Cobra is out in full force from Mr. Sock, just waving it.
Hands of gold from Jack Sock.
Anna Lee can't believe the third one came back, and it came back down on the ground. Second chance to close out game number 1. And the poach sails wide from Anna Lee Waters, and folks, the top seed. So here we go. They got game 1. Can they keep it going?
Wow, that is right hip, and that's not his forehand in the middle. That is his backhand out wide going cross court into Ben Johns.
Yeah, and Anna Lee just looked over at her bench and had a befuddled look. That doesn't happen ever. Oh my. Oh my goodness. The disgust from Anna Lee Waters on that put away was remarkable.
Oh man.
0-1-1.
Wow.
And that also, that previous point, that was the best fading of a pump fake I've ever seen from Catherine Parenteau on the first ball. He was completely in front of her.
She's not going to be playing slow here, Adam.
Yep, and she found a really good spot. Jack just a little late getting to the forehand, pushing it long.
So something happened there. There's a lot of people that are wondering, why does the edge of their paddle get messed up? You do what Jack did there. A lot of us tennis players use it as a crutch or a cane, and we push off with it. You saw Jack do that right there. And you wonder, what's happened to the corner of my paddle? That's usually what it is.
Oh, always. And I think maybe being a shorter competitor has something to do with that as well. Because the edge of my paddle is destroyed always.
Yes, us little 5'8" guys, we're able to do that a little better because we're so close to the ground. Uh-oh.
Well, you know, when you go Cobra, you're going to fake your opponents out a lot. You're also going to fake yourself out occasionally, and that's what we saw there.
And the response is 4-1 Waters and Johns.
Yeah, that looked wide in real time, and in fact, yes, Ben does call it wide. Jack kind of pausing for a second as we slowly see the shadow and the light start creeping out onto the court. Oh, it's just, yeah, Waters and Johns. Oh, good job, guys. You guys won game 1. We're just going to do our thing, you know, head to the grindstone and just have a 6-1.
His awesome young son.
AJ, not Kohler.
Yes, yes. Just clear with the last name. So here we go, 6-1. Absolute no-go zone right there.
Yeah, from that position, definitely. After such incredible defense and neutralizing some great shots from Ben and Anna Lee early on in that point.
Yeah, they chose not to switch there, too, so that was interesting. This time they do. Off speed and then beautiful.
Slippery misdirect from the right from Ben Johns on the forehand side.
Yep.
And that's 3 times that we've had the switcheroo in this match.
Yeah, because Annalee's gone for some
8-1-2.
poaches, hasn't gotten the ball and just ran right through it. Oh, no. Too much at the end, but Annalee almost had her back to the net on the one get.
Like, how do you get her? It just shows you how much more impressive that jam up was early on. Even when she's in a bad spot, she still gets it back in play.
1-8-1. Second serve.
Extended. Oh, from Jack
Yeah,
Sock
that was like the pause button had been hit. First forehand drop and then fires away cross court again, high in the backhand.
Yeah, into that kind of right rib cage, even though he took it as a backhand.
Wow. Just remarkable all the way around. And some of the antics from Ben there, a little shimmy in the middle of that. And then I don't know how you hit the one sort of inside out backhand in front of him. My wrist would snap off.
Don't look over here. I don't know either.
I am unbelievably stunned by that one.
Oh. Catherine winning some firefights against Ben Johns throughout this match. And how did Jack Sock keep that ATP in?
I don't know. It's one of the shorter ATPs I've seen, so Annalee was able to hang. Oh, she was there. She saved 2 or 3 of those in this match.
Yeah, she was in perfect position, and that's just one of those tough things about going with that inside-out forehand. Sometimes it hits the court and takes off with that topspin.
Sure does.
Side out.
All right, so the deficit is big. It is 7. See if they can get a run of their own here.
2-9-1. Second serve.
Yeah, missed dink, and also returning to Jack, keeping him back.
Yes.
And Catherine, for as great as she is, probably not known as much for the poaching off of the drive.
Yep. Oh, and the finger whack from Annalee Waters. Get that out of there.
Yeah.
Jack likes it, actually.
Yeah,
he's smiling.
He is chuckling. He can handle some banter and some back and forth.
Yeah, sometimes you don't want to engage that, but that was great from Annalee. That's why we love mixed doubles. That's why our sport is so great. We got the ladies and the men at the top of their game firing away at each other.
Yeah, just took a swat at that first one and put it back in play.
And now
I think he was
Jack was asking Colin if it goes off the handle, is that okay? So little rule update there, and we are at game point quickly. Showtime.
Swivel hips. Swivel hips.
He even got a smile out of Ben. A less entertainment-friendly opponent might say that's a distraction, but
the official ball of the PPA Tour.
Yeah, don't hit me on the phone like face it. None of y'all can stop me saying with me like face it. Shut it down, you know I'm the one to be face it. None of y'all can stop me saying with me like face it. Face it. Face it.
a ball from Catherine, who ended up on the left side of the court, and it was smooth sailing from there. So here we go. We'll switch sides or ends at 6.
Yeah, such a great combination when Catherine can just basically hit average or better on her counterattack right there and then let Jack Sock fill the gap in the middle.
One 0-1. Second serve.
A little smile on Ben's face. I think he knows he got away with one right there, as Jack had a pretty good look at the counter.
1-0-2.
Yeah, I know it didn't work there, but Catherine's ability to use her lower body to create a consistent contact point with her footwork and her controlled lunging has to be the best.
Yeah, that's why I love to call her balletic, because it's what it is. It's just remarkable.
Second serve.
That's a great look and a pattern that has been unbelievably successful for these two throughout their run together. So keep on keeping on, Anna Lee.
That's an interesting way to switch sides out of the stack. Right hip again.
Yep, too good from Ben. But I really like what I'm seeing from Sock also, not running around the backhand too much. So he knows he has to be in the middle big, and he is picking his spots when to do so, and the backhand has looked just fine. Yeah, great slap through. And when he does that, it's not just power, it's spin.
It's all that spin. Just, you don't know how to short hop that.
Yeah, and on the backhand side, you see a lot of people do it on the forehand side, but almost no one on the backhand side can generate the combination of pace and spin that Ben Johns does.
Yeah, the violence in the RPMs there is remarkable. Jack throws that ball back into play. So 2-1 game 3 again, folks. This is a quarterfinal.
I like you changing your tone when you say that because it's needed. It's needed.
1-2-1.
And a good decision to take the second handoff and punch kind of from her midsection. Just couldn't get it over, but I like it from Catherine.
Winner of this will get Georgia and J.W. Johnson in a semifinal tomorrow.
Yeah, a couple times now we've seen Sock be able to pick that up so many times in the previous rounds. Just hasn't been able to against Ben Johns here in game 3 early.
Just phenomenal around the board there.
Yeah, all 4 players so good throughout that point. And Ben often goes line with that backhand roll. He's taking it over to the middle much more than usual.
See if they switch. They do. Oh, and the dreaded HTP. It hits the post.
Man, my goodness, some of the hand speed here is unreal, Dave. And she had it. She absolutely had it.
I think she was impatient. We want to be very patient when that. Just let it go a little wider, and then she had it. She moved so well, she got there a little too early.
Side out. One, 3-1. Point.
That's a great ball to come all the way over and then still be able to jam up Ben Johns on the backhand side from that position. We've seen it a few times from Jack Sock.
And that ball's staying in, too.
Definitely.
And her inside-out backhand down on the ground, Adam, come on.
Yeah, I agree completely. She is blending the two together nicely, ripping with 2 hands when she has it, and when she doesn't, just right on top of the ball.
Wow, okay. Oh, my Lord. He's even laughing at himself. The Cobra went for the cut inside out.
One person who is not laughing is Annalie Warner. She had a stern look on her face. She is locked in right now.
Might be because it's 3-all in the third. So inside out fails both players on that side, and they have knotted it up, though.
Yeah, it's a great shot from her. She has a great inside out forehand up the line, but that one a little too low.
Second serve.
So there's, I don't know what, the return was very close.
He called it out before the ball was dead. So,
yes.
So it's a point.
Ben saying that you saw it good, and we're just moving on. 3-3-2.
Okay, I see. I see.
No. Ben serving. You have 4 points. Oh, I'm sorry. It's, so it's, got it. Okay, thank you. Yep, got it. You're good right there, yes. 3-3-2.
Yeah, nice shot from Catherine. Not a full dink, kind of mid-pace. And Ben very much leaning to the middle like he should be, but Catherine with the perfect shot to neutralize that.
It's the warmest day we've had here so far, Adam. See a lot of the players going to the towel, especially Sock there.
Yeah, I think it might be around 80.
Long way to go there for Jack. I mean, that ball was up the line. It's a guy that has poached a few times in his career as one of the best, if not the best, doubles player in men's tennis.
Side out.
Yeah, she had a good look. It's been a shot for whether it's one hand or two hands throughout the day, and a very patient point. I like what I'm seeing from everyone. No one really forcing anything. Everyone playing within flow in game 3.
Second serve.
Just enough spin to make it dip 3 or 4 extra inches. And that's what made that counter so long for Annalie Waters.
3-3-2. Point.
Yeah, short return, trying to unwind the stack, cross-court problems.
With sight line shadows as well on the transition. So add something to that list, Dave.
Oh.
Point.
His lateral movement got him there and just pulled it wide. And
Timeout receivers, 5-3-2.
have a ring a bit from the
5-3-2.
ACL. Just wide from Annalie Waters, who again ended up on the left side of the court there.
That's 4.
So, exactly. So Jack would say, look at how smart I am. I called timeout and we got the ball back. That's a big yell.
And that's a big two-handed backhand off of the Fear hand. Really nice volley from AL Dub.
3-5-2. Side out.
So they get the ball back and then do nothing with it. So again, if Ben and Annalie grab a point here, we will switch ends of the court, and the zebra striping that you can see there from the sun as it comes into this center court that is packed to the top.
Yeah, and it was a big no-get on the points there.
Right.
So if they just get a quick one right here, and then you're switching ends, and they're on a 1 with the 6-3 lead, that's a lot of pressure.
So mixing in a new Vulcan V Pro flight for this critical rally. Here we go.
It's a great backhand from his chest. A lot of tennis players struggle with that at first. They like to swing around the ball. He covers the body very nicely.
Oh my.
And he clears the body and goes inside out with side spin. No shot for Ben Johns.
I mean, watch him tuck the elbow to even be able to do that. It's just ridiculous.
3-5-1.
Okay, so they get the ball back without any harm done. And the anticipation there was remarkable from Sock.
As soon as Ben puts his head down, he is already 2 shuffles moving to his right. It's a great read from Jack.
4-5-1. Second serve.
all the players, and they make that kind of like, oh, how did it not work? It felt so good.
4-5-2.
Does it again on a ball at his ankles, Adam.
Yeah, it's on a full, almost looks like Federico Staksrud, except he has 4 extra inches of reach there.
There he is again, man. He is shuffling. Now they got a chance to switch with the lead, but they do not.
5-5-1.
Oh my, that is in. Oh, and that is not
Point.
going to stay in,
Timeout,
but
6-5-1 in,
he could
James.
not get out of the way.
These seeds have already
Time in.
advanced.
6-1. Point.
I mean, tough shot, but I mean, he was there in a position to take their time away and roll that backhand. Just couldn't come up with it. And another
7-5-1.
patient point early in the point.
Second serve.
Covers his chest again. And how many backhand
7-5-2.
counters from everyone have been down in the dirt?
So good. So good. Planting flowers are so much in the dirt. And that is destroyed right in.
Right
Took
out.
out a couple flowers in the corner of the court there.
No strings on that paddle,
No.
and he carves it out wide with side spin.
So
5-7-1.
watch out for the shrubberies. Got the
Second
second
serve.
one, but nice recovery from Ben.
Yes, way to handle that as that jammed him up in the chest, and he was there. And Jack Sock, when he rolls that backhand, whether it's at the kitchen line on
5-7-2.
Ernie, he really likes to go middle or cross
Yeah.
court.
Oh my, Jack Sock sends the Tui down the middle. No one's playing center field. And he gave a little glance up here at us too, Adam, after that one.
And at Anna Lee, and she's having none of it.
6-7-2.
Ooh, my goodness, that has put away power after a great combination. And I love it what I'm seeing with Jack. I know it was the previous point, but that two-handed backhand, when he stays home and dinks it with two, he has that
7-7-2.
speed up as well to pair with it.
Yes. Oh, and after all that, a ball slides off the tape. You were wondering who was going to pull the trigger first. Odds were on Jack Sock, and that's indeed who it was.
It's scary to pull the trigger out here right now,
Yes.
Dave. We talked about all the counter ability, so you better pick a good spot. And a little net aided on
Yes.
that last one.
7-7-1.
So 7-7 here in an epic game 3. Wow. It only prolonged the point one, but the inside of the paddle.
Yeah, on the forehand
Yes.
side, but a
Yes.
backhand.
Yes.
Great reset drop there from Anna Lee Waters, but the put away power from Jack Sock is just too much for anyone.
7-7-2.
Wow.
Point.
Yeah, not quite sure what happened there, but some sort of miscommunication as Catherine Parenteau's court positioning on that first volley very far back.
8-7-2.
Who's going to be the one? Oh, my goodness. Another lengthy, patient point, and it's a net cord that messes up what was going on there, and the lead is 2.
The precision of these dinks from
It's
the lady,
unbelievable.
it's so good to not let these guys get involved.
Because Jack is just itching to get involved in these points, and he can't. Wow. Just destroyed the counter of the counter, and a scream directly at Jack Sock. That was unbelievable.
But he handled the first one so well, and that shotgun of a two-handed backhand from Anna Lee on the second shot.
That happened. We now have match point for the top seed.
Time in. 10-7-2.
Oh, no.
Game and match, 11-7.
And what an unfortunate way for a tremendous quarterfinal match to end as the return catches the tape and the #1 seeds get AL. You dropped game #1. What changed so that you could take this match and move on to tomorrow?
Yeah, well, I think I personally came out a little bit flat. I think they were bringing more power and energy, and I was just kind of out there not moving my feet too much and kind of la. And I just think in that second game I got some fire in me and decided, all right, play your game, Anna Lee, and not just back down to theirs. So I felt like that's what I was doing. I never know what's going on in Ben's head, so I can't tell you about him, but that was me.
Yeah, I saw you and Jack had a couple of fun exchanges there. Do you like to get involved in that when it's coming back and forth across the net?
No, but if he's going to give it, I got to give some back. So he definitely started it, and he usually starts it. So I played with him, so I know he likes to chirp. So, but that's what he wants, so I tried to keep it to a minimum. But I think winning the match kind of stuck it to him that way. I didn't have to say anything, just win the match.
Hey, Ben, I know you were a big fan of strategy games, Magic the Gathering, chess, and you have a great analytical mind. How does that help you out in the pickleball court with these structured matches from the kitchen line?
Yeah, I'd say it mostly comes down to pattern recognition. So the more times you play a team or a person, the more you start to kind of just trust your body and go to the right place at the right time. Anticipate shots and all that. So it's largely pattern recognition. But certainly there's also just identifying weaknesses, identifying strengths, and knowing really based on that what to avoid and what to play to. So, you know, I think it's usually pretty simple, but some opponents are a little bit more of a mystery, and it takes a little while to figure them out. So it's interesting to see new players, and it's always a little new puzzle to see what somebody's good at and what somebody's bad at. So that's what I enjoyed pickleball, or one of the many things I enjoy. So yeah, happy to come away with that one against a new team.
So AL, you are not the defending champion, and you are given the opportunity. We don't always have the draws work out this way, but you will play the team that took you out, JW and Georgia Johnson, on this court. What is your expectation for that, and what do you need to do to beat a very talented brother and sister team tomorrow?
Yeah, I honestly think they play very similarly to Jack and Catherine. J-Dub doesn't move around the court as much as Jack does, but he plays super aggressive and you can't really attack him. They both have really fast hands. So going to try to stay away from speeding too much up at J-Dub. But the progressive draw, I think, is different, and we played them last time, I think, early on during the day. So it'll be different playing them with the progressive draw, but I think we're going to go out there with a little more fire than last time, and hopefully we can bring it away.
Well, thanks for putting on a show for all of us here at the Carvana Mesa, Arizona Cup. We will see you guys tomorrow, and now